Welcome back. Thanks for joining me here once again at my little YouTube channel, Tripping with Bill. So anyways, today we're going to talk about Flagstaff, right? So I think I've kind of found my, recently I would say, my new favorite trailer that is out there for a travel trailer. So even though they are under the division of Forest River, but Flagstaff actually stands kind of apart from a lot of the units I've been looking at so far, and I'm really impressed with their design and how they are put together. So we're going to start. So Flagstaff itself has about a few different divisions. So we've got the E-Pro, we've got Microlight, we've got Superlight, and then we've got the Classic. And we're going to be getting in a fifth wheel coming up, hopefully fairly soon. But one thing we're going to talk about today, we're just going to go on to the E-Pro. We're going to start at their basics and work up from there. So one of the advantages of the E-Pro, if you're looking for a single axle, easy to tow trailer, they're going to start, their 13-foot floor plan will start at 2,300 pounds dry weight. Before you start adding options, and then of course they will go all the way up to about 4,217 pounds dry weight when you get into more of your 20-foot range. But we'll start with this to begin with. I'm looking forward to seeing those 13-foot floor plans. Hopefully we do get one here. But right behind me, this is a 2026 model. This is an E15TB. That is the platform it is. Weighs under 3,000 pounds. For dry weight, of course, and we're going to kind of go through it, and I'm going to show you some of the features I'm really impressed with. So let's start with a quick walk around of the unit itself. So looking at this E15TB unit, we've got a front full piece fiberglass cap. You've got a bike rack, 12-volt power jack, 230-pound propane tanks. Battery boxes are included as a standard feature. We got the Surefoot solid steps for getting in, and now only 2 steps on this one here because they are a little bit lower to the ground. Power awning, your entry door, grab handle. Of course, we got off-road tires, little storage under the back bunk, frameless glass windows. On the rear, we still actually have a ladder rack, camera prep, and we'll scroll down to the roadside of the unit. This is going to be all your fill ports, 6-gallon hot water tank, which is a quick recovery as well. So I'd like to talk a little bit about the construction of these units as they go through. So the walls are what they call a composite wall. They are vacuum bonded and pressed, so they are done. Now basically there's a number of layers, but the impressive part on the walls is there's no wood in here, nothing whatsoever. So basically you still got your fiberglass exterior, and then you've got your composite coating, which we'll use the term Asdale, because I believe that is what they actually are using. Then of course that is pressed and bonded against the aluminum framing with the foam block insulation, and then another internal sheet of Asdale paneling to go in the interior, which means there is no wood. So should you develop a leak, it is not going to get absorbed by the Asdale because it's 100% waterproof. Therefore there's no swelling, therefore you don't get any delamination down the road. So fantastic feature to have in these things. Stay on top of your seals, you won't have any leak problems, but just in case. Roof is fully walkable. The frame on this is 6-sided aluminum framing. So we've got the floor joists, aluminum, roof trusses, aluminum. We've got your sidewalls, aluminum, front cap, aluminum, rear cap, aluminum. There is no wood studs in there to contend with. So absolutely fantastic unit. It puts together well. The flooring on this guy, I do believe, is 5/8 tongue and groove. Plywood on the flooring. Now the 13, the lighter unit, that's going to be a one-piece OSB board, but that's on the 13-foot unit that they are putting out at 2,300 pounds for dry weight. Fully walkable roof on there. Now this has got a couple of other features, but as I continue on, some of the other neat stuff that the camera is supposed to be following me. Come on there, camera. Some of the other neat stuff that they do in here when it gets into safety. So we're running balancing beads in the tires. So they basically will break down and the beads will go around, so you don't have to worry about doing any balancing, not taking it off and putting it on a balancing machine. The beads will go where they're needed to make sure you got a smooth and even run. Inside that rim, you have a TPMS sensor that is actually banded to the rim itself. Not only is it going to tell you tire pressure and give you an alarm when things are low, if that tire heats up, it's going to also notify you about that happening as well. So when it comes to your safety features, that is a really good one to have. You never know if the bearings are getting tough or you're having an issue with your bearings or even maybe your brakes. The axle, we got a Dexter's axle underneath there, which does come with its own 10-year warranty on the axle itself. And that's just a few of the things that they offer. So before I risk my neck, I'm going to crawl up in that roof and see what's up there. I want to just show you what I was talking about with the aluminum framing. So as I go down into our storage cabinet here, You can see I've got my plug there, but look at all the aluminum throughout. Bead welds. This is all your support underneath your benches and everything else. Most of your other manufacturers will still do all of that in wood. So, hello there. Well, I'm crawling my big butt up onto this roof here, and I'm going to adjust this camera for a little bit, and I'll show you, I'll pan around and show you what you get on top of this little tiny roof. I'd actually get up here and lay down, but I don't think there's enough room for me with everything else that's up here. So I'm gonna flip this camera around and we'll take a look. I'm leaning back, holding on for dear life to this ladder. It's not that far of a drop, but enough to hurt myself. So as you can see on top of the roof here, these guys are coming right from factory with 400 watts of solar. 2 solar panels, you got air conditioning unit, your wine guard, and you got a max air. And of course, on the far right, you can see they've actually got the power awning as well. Pretty much the full length of the unit. Let's do our quick walkthrough. So as I first come in, you've got your shelving above, little lights, we have our sink, dry rack, little charging station with some added power. And of course under here, our 3-burner cooktop, microwave below that. Oh, it's a convection microwave, look at that. Of course, storage under the sink. Some drawers under here as well. Soft closed doors, even under the microwave. Now in the bathroom, we were talking about that shower miser. And how that essentially works is as we get down to the bottom here, you're going to see this little blue pipe right there. And on the opposing side, this is going to be your control. So it'll tell you, this is recirculation, this is off, this is shower. What it's designed to do is you can recirculate your hot water so it is piping hot by the time it gets there, and then have your shower so you're not wasting water. Then we look in here, you've got your storage I was telling you about, and of course, your toilet. Moving on left, my electric fridge. You can see the fingerprints that goes on the black, but that does happen. And of course this handle locks it while it's in place. Going down below that, nice good sized storage drawers. As you can see, solid wood construction. Our twin beds, which will amalgamate into one large if need be. Overhead storage. Again, even when you look at those hidden hinges, soft close. Overhead storage against the back wall. Of course, your blackout blinds. And your 32-inch television. And 2 more drawers right here. And that is the interior of the E15TB. Thank you for joining me once again. I hope you enjoyed the tour of the E-Pro E15TB model that we have here at the dealership. Remember, these guys offer 14 lineups just in E-Pro alone. So there's 14 different floor plans, and they range from a 13-foot floor plan up to a 20-foot floor plan. Most important thing is your 13-foot will start you at about 2,300 pounds dry, 280 pounds tongue weight on a dry trailer, and you'll scroll on up to about 4,200, just over 4,200 dry weight on the 20-foot floor plan. So very well done. Again, I'll reiterate, 6-sided aluminum framing, walkable laminated roof. We have no wood in the walls. These are composite walls all throughout, front, rear, side, both sides, all composite, so no wood inside or no Luan plywood on the inside of the walls. Fiberglass front cap. We got a 2-inch receiver in the back. We got sure-footed solid steps to come on in. 3-burner cooktop, so it's good for this unit of this size. Microwave convection, I missed that one there. 400 watts of solar coming off of that roof, feeding your batteries, and also mated with an 1800 watt inverter, so that will power some of your plugs around the unit itself. Now, more importantly, when it comes to safety, we got the Dexter torsion axles, 10-year warranty on the axle itself. We've got good off-road tires. We have balancing beads in the tires to avoid you having to balance your tires throughout and making a much smoother ride. And on top of that, one of the neat features I really, really like is the banded TPMS sensor. It's not in the valve. It's banded into the rim. Therefore, it will not only measure pressure, it measures heat. Always good things to know. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and follow. Share with friends. And I want to hear your feedback. What do you think of Flagstaff E-Pro. Stay safe in your travels. Always be tripping.